Hello, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jonathan Primack. I'm a licensed massage therapist, and I'm here today on my own for my first solo video podcast for you all on behalf of Integrative Bodywork for the manual therapist, and of course my writing, teaching partner, and great friend, Alex Susbauer. I really felt compelled to make this video podcast on my own, and I'm about to explain why. But this should be a supplemental podcast for the Body Mechanics podcast that Alex and I released together fairly recently here. I can already feel you all thinking, oh, Jonathan wants to take another opportunity on his own to talk about body mechanics. What a surprise. Well, I know that you may think that this is another discussion about stopping jamming your thumbs into people's quadriceps. I see you out there. I feel it in the force when it's happening. But that's not what this particular supplemental video podcast is about. It's actually a small sort of confessional about me struggling with my own body mechanics recently. I know, can you believe it? Yeah, I would say over the last 8 months, gotten worse, gotten better here recently, and I really did want to reach out to you all and maybe soften some of the ideas or concepts, or maybe even my own, how would I say this, overly aggressive desire for you all to have perfect body mechanics. Now, clearly, I know there's no such thing as perfect body mechanics, and I'm going to talk about that a little later, but let's talk about my situation so maybe I can give you some perspective. First and foremost, about 8 months ago, I injured myself. I injured my left arm, my forearm in particular, my forearm flexors. Oh, my medial epicondyle was on fire for a couple of weeks. I didn't injure myself here at the table. I injured myself working out, but continued to work even though I had injured this arm. Now, having said that, I adapted my body mechanics around this injury, and in particular was having some trouble in cervical work, doing work with my left hand and fingers. So most of it wasn't too bad to adapt to, but it did start to solidify some changes I had made, and I didn't realize it. So that's a pretty easy one. Injury changes what you do at the tables. I will say as well that I did a lot of self-PT. I got a tremendous amount of work from, all sorts of therapists that I know, which was great. I mean, I can't thank people enough for helping me get through the injury. And also, I did a bit of, topical, all the stuff that I could do in self-care to really make this better in the short term. So again, an injury not too surprising to change your body mechanics. The second thing though, and I do talk to you about all this and then had to experience it on my own, I've been learning new stuff, a lot of new stuff. I really have over the last, I would say probably 2 years, but condensed specifically into the last year. The first, technology. Here I am on my own trying to create some content and work with some new camera equipment and a new phone, and oh man, if most of you who know me, you know it's a bit of a struggle, but I can't let that be a crutch anymore. I got to step into the future, really the present. The second thing though, which I think is bigger, is I've been focusing a tremendous amount of energy and learning as much as I can about the human nervous system. And while I could tangent away here for hours on end about all the stuff I've learned, I want you to know the investment has become, I think, in a way bigger than I had realized, and it's occupied my thoughts in a way, I guess, that have probably not been occupied since I was in school for massage. The depths of material, the things that it ends up making me think about, the perspective that it offers, and again, the thousands of different little spaces you can climb into in the world of neuroscience is gigantic. Now, having said that, I do want to say that I was really in particular thinking about it with my clients on the table and trying to understand nervous system response, or engaging the nervous system, or calming the nervous system. There were so many different things that focusing on that piece of body work, it took away my ability to keep a balance between me and my clients and focusing on my body mechanics and what I was doing at the table. And in particular, I was just becoming so rigid. I mean, I can almost feel it now. I was muscling everything up. I was not paying attention to where I was standing or how my feet were. And I could not relax my own system to be able to do body work. Now, again, I felt like this was going to be a good thing for me to understand this better, make me a better therapist. But in the process, something got lost. And those body mechanics were it. So I've definitely worked on correcting it. I'm back to a better place. And that's why I'm sitting down today to, again, give you these thoughts, to let you know that even after 18 years of practice, oh my goodness, I struggled with something that I am vehemently supporting and talking to you about all the time. It seems even crazy to me, and I'm aware of it. So I hope it's registering. I hope it has some impact in that. What I would say to you to sort of close this out is that first of all, body mechanics are like everything else. One size does not fit all, okay? So what works for me and what works for you can be two different things. As long as it's supporting you from injuring yourself or creating long-term chronic issues, that's where I'd like to see you maybe more focused. The second thing here is that even I think maybe there is a slight mythology to once you learn something, you never have to learn it again. That's ridiculous. Especially when it comes to body mechanics, a different client, a different situation, a longer day, all these things can really play into how you are applying the work that you do, which means the body mechanics that you use to support those techniques. And really over time and distance, maybe there is room for growth and change because the work that you do grows and changes. So softening up the hard, rigid sense of what body mechanics are a little bit is what this podcast is all about. I hope that message is coming across. I hope you hear my sincerity and realize that learning something for myself has helped me to express that to you all, which I think is really, a big truth, universal truth, if you will, in this world that we live in. So I want you to take really good care of yourselves out there, okay? I want you to check into the website, integrationnationbodywork.com, and see this video as well as others that we have there. I want you to keep doing the great work that you're doing out there and keep checking in with us because hopefully here, 2022, we'll be back with some classes, live and in person, all getting together, doing the work that we love to do, okay? So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your time here. Stop jamming your thumbs into people's quadriceps and stay integrated, everybody.